comment. Looking at your own children and talking to them now, in my own life, my father gave me a one-way ticket and £100 at the age of 17 and said, "You're on your own." And a lot of people will look at that and say, "That's harsh, you need to do more for your kids." And I look back at it and I thank him. He's late now, but I thank him because that was what made me into who I am. And there's a Harvard professor who wrote a book called The Innovator's Dilemma. He's known as the father of innovation. He got very ill, had cancer. He survived the first time, but he wrote another book in his life, which is more spiritual, more philosophical, how you'll measure your life. And he talks about upbringing of children. And he says it's not what we do for our children that makes them, but it's what we don't do for them. So how do you relate to that? And it's easy to spoil children today, and especially in Western societies. You look at children today, they get things so easily, this generation. How do we continue to make them into what they need to be without doing it for them?
Oof. Wow, that's a harsh comment. Wow. It's not what we do for them, but what we don't do.
That so look at your own life, maybe reflect.
Yeah, that is quite a sobering quote, because I'm also always wondering about the balance between chasing achievement and trying to get them a good life by working so hard, working long hours, being so committed to the so-called rat race for me to make money, for them to have the good life that I would like for them to have, at the expense of my absence. And that quote then hits home where you're saying it's not necessarily what you do for them, because I know I do a lot, but what do I not do? And what's the impact of the things that I'm not doing? Whew, okay.
So take it.
Konapo, ipapo, Bazetian Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.